Okay, welcome back. So you've got your Batman going on, you made your very first tween, congratulations. What we want to do now is do a little more complicated tweening and continue to kind of use layers and keyframes and get used to that. So what we've got, I like to organize things in their own layers. You got Batman doing his business. Let's go make a new layer. So you can click here, make your new layer. It can be right there. It needs to be above the city and below the symbol in some way. Now we're going to get this to show up probably about the time that Batman leaves. So right now we want maybe how about somewhere around here. Something important to happen here, so we're going to convert that to a keyframe so something important could happen. I'm going to go to my library. Now make sure you're on this layer, you're on this frame, make sure you've got everything selected appropriately there, and we're going to drag somebody else on the screen. Now, free transform. Don't forget if you hold shift when you transform, when you drag the corner, it won't be quite as crazy and it won't mess up the dimensions. Whoops, I just messed up the dimensions. Now notice, see how Batman's layer is blue, but this layer is gray. That's because this is tweened and this is not, but we're about to fix that. So, anywhere here in this gray, that's awkward that Batman's kind of in the way. Right click, you're going to create a motion tween, and it'll ask you, are you sure? You will say yes. Now, at this moment, we want her right there. Let's say, I don't know, 10 frames later. So again, you click when you want it, and I don't, whatever, we'll drag her down. I don't know what I just dragged. Oh, I have the tween selected, so let's drag her down here. And here's what's crazy. The tweening can actually even deal with rotations. So it can rotate her as well. Should we make her a little bigger by this time? Maybe. Awesome. Now, I don't know what I just did because I had. That's ugly. I made two keyframes on accident. I'm gonna Control Z to undo that. How about that? There's an accidental learning right there. Control Z can fix your messed up tween. So at this point she's here, by that point she's there. Now, if you want her to do a little handstand, here's what's really cool. Maybe I want her to stay there for a few frames before she moves on. I could go a few frames down, and I just really want her to stay perfectly still for this amount of time before she moves on. You can accomplish that if you go here, right click, and oh, this just fell out of the video. If you insert keyframe, and then on the part the menu part that you can't see because it just fell out of my video screen, you're going to pick all. So insert keyframe, and then one of your options is all for the position, the scale, the skew, the rotation. Everything about her should be important at that moment. So at this moment she's doing that. You said this moment is important. She should be doing all those same things. And then later, let's say, we'll have her move off the screen this way. Maybe we'll have her spin a little bit too. So we're going to have, she stays there, and then I don't know why she's spinning that way. That's fine. Whatever. And then if you want to get fancy, you could come back and bend those tweens if you want to. Oh, but I have the wrong selection tool. You forgot to say selection tool, and then you could maybe bend these a little bit if you feel like she needs to have some parabolic trajectory. But the really cool thing is that that keyframe right there meant both of those frames were important, even though she looks exactly the same. Awesome. So now, don't forget Control Enter will run it. You should probably take a second to save it because running it does not save it automatically in Flash like it would have in Java. Now, let's go crazy. Since we got her going on, let's go make another layer. I'm gonna zip through this one because you're old pros at this by now. But we need her to throw the batarang. How about while she's standing still here? So at this moment, I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab that guy. That's a little intense. Now, here's the thing. I want her to throw this, but it doesn't stand out all that well. So let's take a look at his properties. Oh, I can't give him properties right now because he is just an image. So this is kind of weird. If you right click on him, I want to, all my menus keep falling out of the movie screen. Hold on. Oh, it's still out. Okay. Well, if you right click on it and say convert to symbol, which is down, down, down here, convert to symbol, when this pops up, you want it to be a movie clip. Let's call it the battering movie clip. Movie clips are a little smarter. Images are a little dumb. But once it's a movie clip, then I could come over here and kind of mess with all sorts of stuff. I could adjust its brightness or its alpha. I could deal with its filters. These filters are pretty cool. Now, down here, this little button means a new filter. Let's make it glow. I don't know. You can pick your color. Do all sorts of stuff. You can decide how big the glow is. You can do so. Pick you a filter that you like. It doesn't have to be the glow filter, whatever. But that way, it doesn't have to be. It can kind of stand out. So it's going to show up at this moment. Once it shows up, now we're going to do a tween. And where's she going to throw this thing? We'll say she throws it this way with a little bend. Now, so you've got tweening, you've got a really cool filter on it that's going to make it glow. And now this is kind of bizarre. If you click, you've got your properties tab over here. If you click on the blue right here, that allows you to edit the properties of the tween. You're not editing the properties of the battering, but you are editing the properties of the tween. And then one of the things you can do is tell it to rotate, let's say 15 times. And so you could tell the tween to follow that path, but as it's following that path, to rotate. That was a little intense. So play with it till you like it. Nice. I don't think my my battering made it all the way off the screen, so it looks a little weird. So play with that till you like it. And here's what I want you to do. Now that you're done and you've got Batgirl doing her business, you've got the battering going to town, what I want you to do before the next video, I want you to make a new layer. And I want you to get, who else do we have in here? Do we have Robin in here? Somewhere. I got Batgirl. Come on, Robin. Surely Robin's in here. Yes. Before you start the next video, I want you to have Robin doing something. So he should be on his own layer, have his own tween. He's going to hop in the screen and hop out of the screen, and that'll be beautiful. So work with Robin, and I'll see you in the next video.